Yeah, no, I think you're right. We haven't figured out how to make online education work properly. And I mean, when I was doing my teacher training, well, actually, I'd already qualified when I was teaching, and we did a development course on online education. One of the problems they flagged is online education can't be, is you can't just take a classroom class and put it online. And we know that um, students thrive when they believe that the teacher has their back, cares about their progress, when they don't feel alone, when they are actively interacting with other students. And online education is very bad at all of these things. And one of the
It's very
go-tos in
true.
universities, at least in the States, was um, hand in your paper, and then on Monday, comment on at least two other people's paper. And they're trying to simulate the interaction. If you're a student, you just do the bare minimum. This was really interesting. I like the bit when you said potato, right? It's not genuine interaction.
No.
And trying to solve that problem is an ongoing battle.
I mean, one of the great things about online learning is it's enabled us as teachers to reach so many people. I've certainly, and I know Jan probably has as well. We've reached more people and helped them learn something than a typical teacher would have done in their entire career. That's how potent online learning is, and it's phenomenal that we can have that amount of reach and help that many people on their game dev
It is.
journey.
It's also interesting. I mean, both Mikey and I think it's fair to say, have a degree of imposter syndrome. So, you're releasing a new course, you're always nervous. And um, one of the interesting things about teaching online is you always remember the negative feedback. I
Yeah,
mean, poor Michael, someone wrote a snide comment
which
on like
one?
every course he's ever released. Like, why are you buying them all? And he just like posted all these things at me, and I'm like, oh yeah. And it's interesting because you can have like 200 other people saying, I really love this course, but you remember that one.
The best one for me is you will have two reviews next to one another or two comments next to one another. Literally, one of them says, or let's do all three. One of them will say, "This is brilliantly paced. Loved it. Kept me engaged throughout." Then someone says, "You talk too slow." 1 star, and then then there'll be someone else saying, "You talk too quick," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Which one
I don't
am I?"
understand your accent. And like, that's fun.
It's so
That's it, Grow.
challenging.
When parents start telling their kids just Google it, it'll finally be solved. Except Google is not a great arbiter of what is not true.
Yes,
You can
yeah.
get a lot of bad information and a bad coding solutions that way.
So there's going to be a huge, great big problem with the Godot community when it comes to searching for new stuff because you're going to type in Godot for how to do something, and then you're going to get all the stuff for Godot 3 coming up.
And yeah,
And you can try and parse it as best you can. You can put, oh, I've got to put minus and put Godot 3 in there, but then every people might have just said in Godot you need to do this and not included the version number. So it can be incredibly challenging to find information when things are changing. There was a huge, great big change when Python 2.7 and Python 3 were both active at the same time. Now 2.7 has since been I think deprecated is the right word. It's no longer sort of, it is actively used in a lot of code bases, but it's no longer the thing. And we're now on Python 3.10. But even with that, Python 3.10 and 3.8, there's been some huge differences between
well, yeah.
the languages, and that now there are better ways of doing things. So you could learn a way of doing something that is no longer the way to do something. Something that I still do to this day is with Python is I import the OS module in order to interact with the operating system. It turns out that that is an older way of doing something, and you need to do exceptions for Linux and Mac. You need to actually code in specific things. And of course, I don't use those platforms, so occasionally I get feedback saying, "Oh, this doesn't work on Linux. Why?" And it's because the OS module doesn't work like that. However, there is a new way of doing it that I keep forgetting the name of. So I go, well, I know how to use OS, so I just go back to it because it works.
Um, we have gone past the hour. So I think we should start wrapping up because I haven't had dinner yet. Um, And so you guys should get your any questions, concerns, comments, interpretive dances, and thoughts ready. And while you're doing that, Mikey, which of the games would you like to play for a closeout?
I've won all the games, I think, except Minesweeper. So I'm going to play Minesweeper.
Sorry, going to play what?
Sweepy Took. Tookie
Pie
Sweep.
Sweeper.
Pie Sweeper.
I don't really want to get sued by Microsoft.
Shall I play Invader Ducks instead?
I mean, you didn't win Invader Ducks.
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm going to play Invader Ducks. It's a bit more...
Invade Ducks. Space Invade Ducks.
Invader Ducks.
No.
I'm afraid that's not going to change.
So Mikey gets that ready. If you guys have any questions, comments, ideas,
Oh, that's the wrong button.
stories about how great we are, go for it.
There we go. Do, 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 do.
Why am I seeing it? Okay.
Just waiting for it to load up.
You also don't seem to be sharing.
Oh, I might have turned off the sharing with you at the moment. Oh, they... Whack, whack. I love it.
Should we put a difficulty setting on here? Because Mallard.
Oh, they did that thing where they go all the way to the end. Damn, I got the timing wrong because of that. You should see my face right now.
See? Cedric knows their eggs.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh no, I was watching him. No, no.
Did Michael make the music? Michael did not make the music. Michael was busy, so I went to Open Game Art. I would like Michael to make music, but we could release this game. We need a couple more levels for it.
Yeah.
And maybe a high score table that actually holds. One thing I would like to do is maybe palette swap some of the ducks so we can get different colors in there. That's some nice one. Some foul weather. Yeah, he got egg on his face.
Yes, please do join in with the horrible.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's our little intro to God of For Everyone, which is our upcoming thing. Once we are closer to being finalized, we will start taking early access orders. Lifetime members will get it first because that's one of the things they pay for.
Yep.
And once they've gone through and checked some of the bugs and maybe re-record stuff because
it happens.
Sleepy.
I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to, for those of you who've been paying attention, you'll know that I've been fatigued all the time. I'm now king of naps. And it's got to the point where it's like, okay, I have to see a doctor. So I got my blood test today, and in a few days I'll figure out what's wrong with me, hopefully.
Turns out Jan was human after all. That's what I'm betting on.
I did ask Mikey, can we get illegal substances to help me stay awake?
I was like,
as business expenses? And Mikey's actual response was, I don't know. Try. I'd love to see what happens. Jan is a cat.
It might be. Anyway, I was going to say something that's not safe for work, which we endeavor to make sure our channel remains. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. I'm really excited for Godot For Everyone. And we'll keep you up to date. If you're not on our Discord, do come over and join it. And you'll see more smaller updates. Is it in the doobly-doo? I don't know.
I'm on 3 to 4 pots of coffee a day. Like,
I'm going to put the link in here for people who need it. So Canopy Games. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye, Mikey. I'm doing the bye thing. Bye.
I typed Mikey. It in wrong. Hold on.
I'm doing the bye. It's in the description.
Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
You ruined my bye.
There we go. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Press it. Press it.